I'm going to mute my.
Oh, I forgot to mute you. Okay. Thanks for joining me. It's good to be here. Let's start on our backs this evening. Just stretching all the way out. Starting in Shavasana. Letting the feet fall out to either side. The arms alongside the body. Maybe you have the eyes closed or a soft, gentle gaze. And just feel the ground supporting you here. Notice the points of contact between the body and the ground. From your heels, the lower legs, backs of the hips, the backs of the shoulders, back of the head, and the hands. Begin to deepen the inhale. Lengthen the exhale. Observe the sensation in the chest and the waist as you inhale. It expands. As you exhale, it contracts. Take a nice big inhale, really fill the lungs with air. When they can hold no more, pause, take one more sip of air. And then exhale through the mouth. And pause, feeling the lungs empty. And notice when you need to breathe again. And inhale. Noticing the spaces between the inhale and the exhale. Let's take this opportunity to do a quick body scan. Observe the sensations in the body. What are they telling you? Maybe something's tight, or maybe you got a good night's sleep and you're feeling well rested and the body feels good, energized. Maybe it's the end of the day, you're feeling a little tired. It's all just information, so just notice without judgment, just observing, collecting that information to inform your practice. Bringing your attention to the mind. Noticing the thoughts that are there. Maybe you're making a list or thinking about the events of the last week, the events to come next week. And just notice what's there. As you exhale, feel the thoughts, the lists gently falling into the background. Like you're turning the volume down on a TV or the radio. Let the thoughts begin to slow. Release them one at a time. You may want to tell the thought, not now. It's yoga time. And you may label it thinking. But you're in a whack-a-mole game, only it's whack-a-thought. Just let each thought drift away. Bring your full attention and awareness to your breathing. The thoughts will always be there. You don't have to worry about losing them. Placing the hands over the heart, belly. And bring something to mind that you're grateful for. Maybe something good that happened this week. Maybe you saw someone or finished a task that's been nagging. Or maybe you had an uneventful week and you're grateful for the calm of that. I'm grateful that we all made time to come on our mats today. I know it's not always easy to get here. Opening the eyes if they were closed. Bending one knee, drawing the foot in, the other knee. And gently pull the knees in towards the chest, hands on the shins. The hands can be on the back of the thighs. And we'll just gently roll back and forth. Gently massaging the backs of the hips, maybe the shoulders too against the mat. If the hips are tight or sensitive, sometimes having the thighs further away from the chest can help with the invite mobility in. Easing into your practice. Good, now we'll drop the left foot down and interlacing the hands either behind the thigh or over the shin. Gently draw in the weight, the right knee towards your right shoulder, the weight of the arms. If you would like, extending that left leg long. Option to close the eyes here. Bring your attention to the hip. That joint where the thigh bone meets the hip bone. And notice how it's feeling. Releasing that right knee, setting the right foot down. Draw up the left foot to meet it. We'll lift both legs, both feet in the air, legs bent at 90 degrees. And gently drop both legs over to the left side. Option to open the arms wide. You can place that left hand over the right side. Gazing up or gazing to the right. Enjoying a twist. If you'd like to get more into the side of that right thigh, you can extend the left leg long. And that right knee will move closer to the ground. Or if you need a little support, you keep that left knee underneath the right leg. Sweetie is growling at Hudson. She doesn't want to play right now. And inhale, lifting the knees up through center. And then we'll draw that left knee in towards the chest. Option to extend the right leg long. right back. We just have to answer the door, excuse me. Just hang out there, gently drawing the left knee towards the left shoulder. Our pizza finally arrived. We'll have a nice snack for after class. Releasing the hands from the left knee, drop the left foot, draw the right knee up to meet it, lifting both feet in the air so the legs are bent at 90 degrees. And then dropping both legs over to the right side, stacking the legs one on top of the other, trying to get that left shoulder, the shoulder blade, to touch the ground. Option to open the arms. You can bend the arms 90 degrees like cactus arms. You can extend the right leg long if you'd like to get more into that outer left hip for a stretch. Or if you'd like more support this morning, this evening, bringing that right leg underneath the left to help support it. Gazing up, or maybe you can drop the gaze to the left. On your next inhale, lifting the gaze up, lifting the legs up, rolling onto your back. Option to give yourself a hug, so letting the knees come into the chest, wrapping both arms around the legs. Maybe grab opposite elbows, gently rock back and forth. Or if this doesn't feel good, you can place the hands behind the thighs. Good. Arriving in stillness eventually. And when you do, gently drop the feet to the ground. And we'll take a few bridges with our arm, raising the arms. So bring the feet so they're close to the hips and about 2 fists apart. So like 6 inches. So if you want to take your fists and put them together and place them between your knees, that's about the right distance the feet and the knees should be. So they're in the same line as your hips. So you have your hips here, your knees, and your heels. Hands alongside either side of the body. Maybe you crunch up and you can reach and touch the heel. And that's how you know you're in about the right setup for a bridge. So gently pressing into the feet. Inhale, lifting the hips a little or a lot, depending on how you feel. Exhale, release down. Inhale, pressing into the feet, gently lifting the hips. Try to use your hamstrings here. What if you relax the glutes? Exhale, lower the hips down. Inhale, pressing into the feet, lift up. Pressing the knees away from you. Looking down at your sternum. Exhale, release down. We'll add the arms. So inhale, pressing into the feet, lift the hips, lift the arms, pressing into the shoulders. Exhale, lower down the hips, lower down the arms. Inhale, pressing into the feet, lift the hips, lift the arms, press into the shoulders. And lifting the hips as much as is comfortable. So that can be a little or a lot. Exhale, releasing the hips down. And then releasing the arms alongside the body. Maybe you adjust the feet. Sometimes mine move away from me. Inhale, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips, lifting the arms, pressing into the shoulders. Feel the back lengthening, the hips and the knees moving towards the wall in front of you. Exhale, release the hips down, release the arms down. We'll do 2 more like that on your own. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release the hips down. Release the arms down. Good. Now we'll practice our arm position for our practice today. So we're going to be working with eagle arms. So what that looks like, you bring the arms both straight out in front of you so the hands are over the shoulders. We'll cross the right elbow underneath or behind the left. And then we'll bring the hands to the shoulders. If that's available and easy, you may be able to wrap the wrists and the forearms and the hands, just eagle arms. Just play here a little bit, be curious about the sensations in the shoulders, maybe lift the forearms over the face. And then we'll add the legs. So 2 options for the legs, depending on how your hips are. So if your hips need to take it easy, you're going to take chair legs. So both legs parallel, the ankles touching, the knees gently pressing into each other, and the legs bent at 90 degrees. Gently press through the heels and a little flexion in your toes, as if you're pressing the ground away, except it's air. If you're taking full eagle, what you'll do, you'll lift that right leg, cross it over the left thigh, the knees crossing, and that right toe can be next to the left lower leg, or maybe the right toe wraps around the left ankle. Inhale, gently move the knees, elbows away from each other. Exhale, gently draw them in. Inhale for gentle expansion, lengthening. Exhale, gently pull the belly in. Feel that lower back moving towards the ground. Good. Inhale to unravel, releasing the arms, the legs. We'll take the other side. So lifting the arms straight up. This time we'll cross the left elbow over the right. Bring both hands to the shoulders. You can drop the feet. Sorry. If this is easy and you'd like to try full eagle arms, you'll lift the forearms so the wrists, the hands wrap, looking like a pretzel. And just notice how, in particular, that left shoulder feels. As you inhale, maybe you lift the elbows up towards the face. As you exhale, gently pull them down. Just notice what the body feels like doing. It might be a little different than what I'm doing, and that's good too. There's no right or wrong way. Now that we have our eagle arms, we'll lift both legs. Gently engage the belly here, that lower part of the abdomen. And imagine you're gently pulling, pressing the lower back towards the ground. So you want just a little engagement here in your core. Keeping the feet up like this in chair, or seated chair, I guess, supine chair. Gently pressing through the heels, gently flexing the toes. Or if you're going to take full eagle, you'll lift that left leg, cross it over the right thigh, and then bring the feet that left foot next to the right calf. Maybe you can bring that left foot, wrap it around the right ankle, and gently flex the right foot as if you're standing on it. Engage your core. Inhale, gently move the elbows, the knees away from each other. Exhale, gently draw them in. Inhale, move away. Exhale, move towards each other. Good. Inhale to unravel the legs, the arms, release. And we'll, for good measure, we'll just drop the hips over, or drop the knees over to the right. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, drop them over to the left. Like the shins or windshield wipers, moving side to side, clearing the rain or whatever's on your windshield. Inhaling through center, exhale, drop the knees to one side. Inhale, lifting up through center, exhale, dropping to the other side. And maybe have a little snap, crackle, and pop in the hips like I did, or not. Last set. Next time you pass through center, bring the knees straight up. And we'll rock and roll to seated. So gently lifting the feet. We'll place the hands behind the thighs. And we'll gently rock and roll up a few times. So inhale, gently lift up, rolling on your hips. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rolling back. And when you feel like you can roll up onto your hip bones and sit, inhale, lifting up, pause. If you need to, you can lower the feet as you come to sit up. Good, and we'll practice our boat. So lowering the feet so they're on the ground. We'll inhale, lifting up the chest, the head, feel the shoulders falling away from the ears. Nice straight back here. Gently pull the belly button in. Good. Pressing the legs together. Inhale, lifting up and leaning back. The feet lift off the ground. Lift the feet so they're in line with the knees. Gently flex the toes. Hands can stay on the back of the thighs or come out to the sides, facing up. Inhale, lifting here. Exhale, holding. Option to extend the legs long. Exhale, release everything forward and take a little rest. And we'll do that one more time, maybe two, with an option for full boat, where we lower the chest and the legs and then lift them up again. It's a great way to warm up your core muscles. So, starting like we did before and adding on, placing the hands behind the thighs. Inhale, lifting the chest up. Exhale, gently pull the belly button in. Engage your core to support you here. Pull the shoulder blades gently towards each other. Lean back, lift the feet. Gently press the legs together. Hands may come out to either side, palms facing up. Legs may extend straight or you keep them bent. Both are good. Staying here, or lower both the chest and the legs, coming into full boat. And maybe lifting back up. One more time if you like. Inhale, lowering the legs, the chest. Exhale, lifting up. Good. Place the hands on the backs of the thighs, lower the feet. Good work. Now we'll come onto hands and knees into our tabletop. So our hands will be underneath our shoulders, wrists bent at about 90 degrees, not less, so you're not straining the wrists. Press through the whole palm, your fingertips, that spot between the index finger and the thumb on the palm. A micro bend in your elbows to engage your muscles here. So I have a tendency, or I have the ability to hyperextend my arms. What that looks like is my elbows overextend forward, and I'm putting a lot of stress on the joint. So it's better to have a little bend, and then you may feel your arm muscles working, your shoulder muscles. But we'll take a few cat cows here. So inhale, drop the belly. Maybe you tuck the toes, looking up. Exhale, pull the belly in, untuck the toes, press through the palms, drop the head. Inhale, lifting the head, drop the belly, tuck the toes. Exhale, release the head down. Untuck the toes, pull the belly in, rounding the spine up like a cat. Inhale, release the belly, looking up, tucking the toes if you like, cow. Inhale, untuck the toes, drop the head, press through the hands. Pull the belly in, rounding the spine up. Inhale, release the belly, lift the head, tuck the toes, looking up. Exhale, pull the belly in, drop the head, into your cat. Inhale, back to neutral. Maybe you give yourself a little wiggle. Maybe you gently look over one shoulder, and the other, stretching the waist a bit. And we'll take a few bird dog. So alternate leg arm lifts. So we'll press through the left heel, maybe tucking the toes, taking this opportunity to stretch the calf. Could feel nice. And then lifting the left leg behind you, gently flexing the toes, engaging your hip here. Hold the belly in. Inhale, lift the right arm in front of you. Hold here and notice which muscles you're using. See if you can find a line of engagement from your left heel through the right fingertips. Exhale, release everything down into your table. And we'll take that on the other side. So extending the right leg back, tucking the right toes, gently pressing through the right heel. Maybe enjoying a stretch in the right calf. Inhale, gently lifting up the right leg. That right foot flexed. Gently engage the right hip. And on an inhale, when you feel ready, lift the left arm in front of you. Pressing through the right heel, reaching through the left fingertips. See if you can find that line of engagement. Like you're half bird, so flying through space. Exhale, release, back into your table. Now we'll put it all together. So we'll do, extend the left leg behind you, lift it. Inhale, extend the right leg, the right arm in front of you. Inhale, lengthen, expand. Exhale, knee and elbow meet gently round the spine like your cat spine. Inhale, lengthen the arm, the leg. Exhale, draw them in. Maybe they meet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw in, round the spine. Drop the head. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release into your table. And now we'll do the other side. So extending the right leg behind you. Lift it up. On an inhale, lift the left arm out in front of you. Find that line of engagement from the right heel through the left fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw in, knee and elbow meet, rounding the spine like cat. Inhale, lengthen. Reach like you're flying like a bird. Exhale, draw in. Knee and elbow move towards each other. Maybe they meet, rounding the spine like a cat. Inhale, lengthen, expand, reaching through the left fingers, the right heel. Exhale, pull the belly in, round the spine, draw the knee and elbow to meet. Two more. Inhale, lengthen, reach. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, lengthen, reach, flying like your bird. And exhale, release. And we'll push the hips back into child's pose. Knees can be under the hips, or you can bring the knees as wide as the edges of the mat. Your choice. Sitting the hips back, dropping the forehead. And if this doesn't feel good in the hips, an alternative is puppy pose. So for puppy, the hips stay over the knees, and you bring your head down onto the mat. Also called melting heart pose. Inhale, lifting the chest up, going back into your table. We'll tuck the toes and lift the knees, coming into your plank. So pressing through the palms, a little bend in the elbows, gaze gently forward, pull the belly in, engage the hips, press through the heels. Knees can be down if you need to. And we'll inhale, lifting the hips up and pushing back into down dog. Maybe you bend the knees. It's our first one of the day. If the knees are bent, option to straighten one leg. So straighten your left leg, bend the right knee. Gently gaze under the left elbow. Inhale, bend the left knee. Bring the head forward. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Look under the right shoulder. And a little more of a stretch on the right side of the body. Bend the right knee. Look center, down the center of the mat, looking through your toes maybe. Inhale, rolling forward into plank. Dropping the knees. And pressing the hips back to child's pose. While we untangle ourselves from the cat's comb. Or while I untangle myself from the cat's claws. So reaching with the arms forward in child's pose, dropping the forehead to the mat. We will inhale, lifting the chest up back into our table. We'll bring that right leg out to the side like a kickstand. We'll shift the weight over onto the right arm, the right leg, extending the left leg long. Inhale, lifting that left arm straight up, gaze up. Option to lift the left leg in our gate pose. If the left foot is lowered, this is a modified side plank that you can take instead of full side plank if you had both legs extended. So if you're a little tired at any point during your practice, you lower that knee and it makes it a little easier. So gazing up at the left thumb, gently flexing the left toes, pressing into that right hand to lift up. Drop the left foot, lifting your torso, reaching both arms long, gaze forward. Flip the right palm, inhale, lift the right arm up, drop the left. And your peaceful warrior, modified warrior. This is like we'll do this later when we're standing. So feel a nice stretch through the right waist. Inhale, lifting back up through center. Exhale, lower both hands. Bring the left knee to meet the right. An option to take a modified Sun Salutation. So inhale, shifting forward. Knees can be up or down. Bend the elbows straight back, lower the chest down, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting the chest forward, lifting the head into baby cobra, or a little higher to cobra. Exhale, release, pressing into the hands. Inhale, pressing up, pushing back to child's pose. 2 breaths. Inhale, lifting back up to table. We'll bring that left foot out to the side, like your little kickstand. Shifting the weight onto the left side, so that left hand pressing into the ground, that left knee and lower leg supporting you. Extend the right leg long behind you. And then inhale, lifting the right arm, feeling the chest open, gazing up at the right thumb. If it feels better in the neck, you can gaze down at the ground. Whatever feels comfortable for you. These are just suggestions. Option to lift that right leg off the ground, engaging the hip, flexing the right foot in your gate pose. Pressing into the left hand, reaching up with the right, land the right foot behind us, lifting both arms, looking forward. Reach through the fingertips, gently pull the shoulder blades together at the same time. So reaching, lengthening, pull the shoulder blades together. Gazing forward over the left fingers. Lift the left palm. Inhale, lift the left arm, drop the right. Reversing the movement. So we did the same thing in reverse warrior, which we'll do in a little bit. Enjoying a stretch through the left side waist. Inhale, lifting up. Center, arms extended. Drop the left hand, the right knee, and the right knee to meet the left in your table. And an optional vinyasa. So knees can be up or down. And bending the elbows straight back, lower the chest down. Your chaturanga. Inhale, lifting the chest forward, reaching through the toes. Coming into low cobra, or you inhale, gently lifting up, the movement coming from the core. Pull your belly in, lifting up to cobra. Exhale, release. Pressing into the hands, inhale, lifting up, pushing back to child's pose. 2 breaths. Inhale, lifting up into our tabletop. Tucking the toes. Pressing into the hands, lifting up to our plank. Inhale, pressing the hips up and back to down dog. Bend the right knee, look under the left arm. Stretch the left side. Inhale back through center, straighten the right leg. Bend the left knee, look under the right arm. Inhale, bring the gaze back between the hands or through the toes. Better. Straighten the left leg. And you're down dog. Looking forward through the hands. Gently walk 1 foot at a time. Little steps to the front of your mat. The heels underneath the hips. So we've got that 2 fist distance between the balls of the feet and the heels. Bending the knees a little or a lot in our forward fold. Option to grab opposite elbows and gently dangle here like a rag doll. Feeling the head heavy, the neck lengthening. Wiggle the hips a little bit. Release the hands forward onto the mat. And we'll gently roll up to stand. So pressing into both feet. Inhale, gently lifting the chest. Pull the spine up, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. The shoulders, the head, shrugging the shoulders up to the ears and down the back. Find a little wiggle. Palms facing forward, we're here in our mountain. Shifting the weight onto our left foot, we'll step the right leg behind. And then bend into that left knee, coming into our high lunge. That back heel is lifted. Pressing into that left leg, making sure the left thigh is parallel, the knee moving forward, but not over your left heel. So you might need to scoot the foot forward a little bit and feel that right hip gently facing forward. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, gaze up. High crescent lunge. Exhale, lower the back heel. Lower the arms into warrior two, gazing forward at that left fingertips. Flip the left palm, looking at the palm. Inhale, lift the left arm, drop the right to the thigh. Reverse warrior. Inhale, the arms back through center. And gently drop the arms along either side and step the right foot out to the top of the mat. Back into your mountain. So palms facing forward. Inhale, open the chest, shoulder blades gently moving together. Pressing through your heels, the ball of the foot, the big toe, and the outer edge of the foot. Gentle engagement through the thighs here, the hips, even the core, the belly button moving in and out as you breathe. Shifting the weight over to the right leg, maybe a micro bend and then a knee. Extend the left leg behind you. So the legs, the feet are like two railroad tracks. They're parallel to each other. So we're not on a tightrope. So this will help with our hip alignment. So we can bring that left hip point gently facing the front of the mat. And then we bend into that right leg. Maybe you have to scoot that back foot back to get just the right alignment. Making sure your right knee is over the right ankle. So you don't want to be going over, that's too much. Just about there. Good. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, gaze up, your high crescent lunge. Exhale, feel the shoulders dropping down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, drop the back heel. Warrior one. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, drop the arms. Warrior two. Feel the chest opening. Gently pull the shoulder blades together while you reach through the fingertips. Look forward, and that will help bring that left hip sort of facing forward. Beautiful warriors. Flip the right palm. Inhale, lift the right arm, drop the left, reverse warrior. Inhale, lifting the arms back to warrior two arms. Dropping the arms along either side of the hips, lifting that back heel, and gently stepping to the front of the mat, coming into your mountain. Good, we'll add on to that little flow. So, shifting the weight onto the left leg, a little bend in the left knee, stepping the right foot back behind you in your high lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up, high crescent lunge. Maybe you look up. Exhale, lower the back heel, lower both arms into warrior two. Inhale, flip the left palm, lift the left arm, drop the right, reverse warrior. Sweep the right arm forward and plant it next to the left foot. Inhale, open the chest to that left thigh, gazing up. Option to lower the back knee. Then we'll bring that right leg out to the side, like our little kickstand, and extend the left leg long into our gate pose. Exhale, release the left foot down, Release the left hand down into your table. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips up and back. Sorry, tucking the toes, lifting the knees. Pressing the hips up and back to down dog. Easing forward and gently stepping, walking the feet to the front of your mat. Coming into a forward fold, a bend in the knees. And then pressing through the feet, gently rolling up to stand in your mountain. Good. Do the same thing on the other side. So shifting the weight over onto the left leg, a little bend in the left knee. Stepping the right leg behind you. The feet are parallel. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, gaze up, high crescent lunge. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lower the back heel, lower the arms into warrior two. Lift the left palm. Inhale, lift the left arm, drop the right, reverse warrior, to peaceful warrior. In your peaceful warrior, sweep the right arm forward. Oh, we're on the same side. Sorry, guys. Ladies. Well, dropping the right knee on the mat. Looking up. Extend the left leg long. Release it down. Release the left hand down in your tabletop. Tucking the toes, lifting the knees in your plank. Shifting the hips up and back to down dog. Easing forward, and gently walking the feet to the front of the mat. And then pressing into the feet, gently rolling up to stand in your mountain. Now we'll shift the weight onto the right leg, a little bend in the right knee. Okay, press the left leg back into your high lunge. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, high crescent lunge. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lower the back heel and lower the arms into warrior two. Gaze forward, flip the right palm up. Inhale, lift the right arm, drop the left, reverse warrior. Exhale, sweep the left arm forward, plant it next to the right leg. Inhale, gaze up at the right hand. High lunge with twist. Lower the back knee. Untuck the toes. And bring the lower leg out to the side like your kickstand, like we practiced. Extend the right leg long. Coming into your gate pose. Looking up. Flexing the right toes. Exhale, release the right hand down. The right knee to meet the left. Tucking the toes. Lifting up into your plank. An optional vinyasa. So bending the elbows straight back, lower the chest. Inhale, lifting the chest. Into cobra. Exhale, release the chest down. Pressing into the hands, lifting up. And pressing back to child's pose. Inhale, lifting up to table. Tucking the toes, lifting the knees and pressing the hips up and back to down dog. Looking forward, gently walk the feet, little steps to the front of your mat. Finding a forward fold, a little bend in the knees, and then pressing into the feet, gently rolling up to stand in your mountain. So we'll take our eagle arms here. So bringing our arms in front of us, crossing the right arm underneath the left, hands to the shoulders, forward. Twist the wrists, making a pretzel-like arm. Sitting back into your chair, so sitting the hips back, the knees touching, the legs zipped up. Inhale, gently lifting the chest up. Exhale, sitting the hips back on your chair. Option to take eagle legs, so lifting the right knee, crossing it over the left thigh, that right toes, resting for balance next to the left foot, or maybe you wrap the right foot around the left ankle, like we practiced. Inhale, pull the belly in, lifting up. Exhale, pull the belly in, release. So inhale, relax the belly. Exhale, pull the belly in. Should spell the breath. Inhale, pressing to the left foot, unraveling the right, landing the right leg next to the left. Shifting the weight onto the left leg, extending the right leg behind you in your high lunge with eagle arms. Inhale, lifting the chest, the arms, gaze up. Exhale, unravel the arms and reach them long. Lower the back heel, coming into warrior two. Flipping the left palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale, coming back through center. Lifting up on the back toes, dropping the arms alongside the body. And we'll step to the front of the mat. Inhale the arms in front of you. This time crossing the left elbow underneath the right. Hands to the shoulders, or wrap the arms into eagle arms. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, with the shoulder blades coming down. Zipping the legs up, so maybe you move the feet a little closer together. And sitting the hips back into your chair. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, gently sit the hips back a little more. Staying here in your chair, or shifting the weight onto the right leg. Lift the left knee, cross it over the right thigh. Left toes rest next to the right foot. Maybe you wrap the toes around the left ankle. Find a point to hold your gaze, the same point. Maybe it's the corner of a picture frame on the wall. Inhale, lifting up the elbows, the head. Exhale, sending the hips back a little bit more into your eagle. Inhale, lifting up, unraveling the legs, standing up. Shifting the weight onto the right leg. Step the left foot back. Inhale, reaching up. High lunge with eagle arms. On your next inhale, unravel the arms. Extend them long into warrior two. Gaze forward over the right palm. That back heel is down. Lift the right palm. Inhale, lift the right arm, lower the left. Reverse warrior. Maybe you can just bend into that right leg just a little bit more. Inhale back through warrior two. Gaze forward. Dropping the arms alongside either side of the body. Coming up on the back toes. And stepping to the front of the mat. Into your mountain. Drawing a few breaths here. Inhale, reaching the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, sliding over the legs, little bend. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift the chest like you're the letter L. Exhale, release down, planting the hands on the mat, stepping the feet back into your plank. Optional vinyasa or skip it. Bending the elbows straight back. Inhale, lifting up to the baby cobra or cobra. Exhale, release. Crossing into the hands to lift the chest. Then we'll come into puppy pose. Hips over the knees. Maybe you walk the hands forward. And then let the chest melt down to the ground, dropping the forehead. Maybe you wiggle the hips a little. And feel the chest opening here. Inhale, lifting the head, gently gliding forward. Landing the hips, bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders, coming into Sphinx. So sometimes it helps to reach through the big toe of each foot to straighten the leg. Inhale, gently lifting the gaze. Look down the nose, letting your gaze rest on a point a little bit in front of you. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Feel the whole front side of the body lengthening. And notice what your lower back is doing. If it feels like it's crunching, bring the elbows out to the side to lower the chest, or move the elbows in front of you. And then, as you find length and ease, bring the elbows a little closer, lifting the chest. Releasing the chest down, opening the elbows out to either side. And we'll take a chest stretch. So bring the right cheek to the mat. The right arm can be bent, or you can extend the right leg, the right arm long out from the shoulder. You want that right hand to be just a little higher than your right shoulder. So that left hand underneath the left shoulder. Pressing into the left hand, rolling onto your right side, stacking the left leg on top of the right. Right side of the head touching the ground. Staying here, or maybe you bend the left knee, plant the left foot behind the right leg. That left hand can stay on the mat, or it can land on your left thigh. Observing the sensations in that right shoulder. Good, releasing that left hand back where it was on the mat in front of your face. Extending the left leg long, stacking it on top of the right, and rolling onto your belly. And we'll do the same on the other side. So maybe adjusting on your mat if you need to. Extending the left arm long. That left hand just a little bit higher than the left shoulder. Arm can be bent, which will be more intense. Left cheek to the mat. That right hand in front of the face almost. Pressing into the right hand, roll into the left side, stacking the legs. The left leg under the right. Staying here, or bending the right knee, planting the right foot behind the left knee. That right hand may come closer to the body, or you can inhale and reach it to land on the right thigh. Notice what's going on in that left shoulder. A little discomfort is okay. Pain is not. If you have any pain or pinching, come out. Roll onto the belly. Bring the right hand to the mat. Extend the right leg long, stacking it on top of the left leg. Roll onto the belly. Place the hands underneath the chest. And gently press up. Bring the knees out to the edges of the mat. We'll stretch our shoulders. So the wide-legged child's pose with the shoulder stretch. So inhale, extend the right arm out to the side. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left. Sit the hips back. I like to place the right palm on the floor. So right palm touching the floor. Then bring your shoulder, your arm onto the ground, your right cheek onto the mat for the right side of the head. Dropping the left elbow. If it feels too intense with the right hand, palm facing down, lift the palm so it faces up. Enjoy 5 breaths here. Inhale, gently lifting up the chest, reaching that right arm forward. Planting it next to the left. And we'll take that same stretch on the other side. So inhale, lifting the left arm out to the side. Exhale, thread it underneath the right. And gently sit the hips back. Place that left palm on the floor. Drop your left shoulder. Bring the left side of the face to the mat. Gently lower the right elbow, gazing underneath the right shoulder. The left palm can be touching the floor or facing up towards the ceiling. Enjoy 5 breaths here. Find that right palm in front of the face. Inhale, pressing to the right hand. Release the left arm. Lifting back up into your table. And we'll come onto our backs. Extending the legs long. Taking a few windshield wipers. So bring the arms out like cactus arms or out wide, where the hands can be on the belly. Gently drop the knees to one side. Inhale, lifting up through center. Exhale, drop them to the other side. Inhale, lift through center. Drop them to the side. Inhale, lifting through center. Exhale, drop them to the side. Moving just like that, following the rhythm of your breath. Next time the knees come through center, leave them there. We'll gently extend the legs long, preparing for Shavasana. Be here for a couple of minutes. Bring the palms out to either side of the body, closing the eyes. Gently tucking the shoulders underneath the chest to help open it. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relax the jaw muscles. Feel the eyes heavy in the head. The back of the head relaxing. Back of the shoulders supported by the ground, opening the chest. Feel the waist relaxing. Backs of the hips. Backs of the thighs. The lower legs. The heels and ankles. Inner arch of the foot. Ball of the foot. The big toe. The other toes. top of the feet, the shins, tops of the thighs, tops of the hips, the heart, the chest, the upper arms, the elbows, the forearms, the wrists, palms of the hands, the thumbs, and the fingers, all relaxing. Enjoying these next few minutes of rest and stillness and quiet. Find where you're breathing. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. If you're ready to conclude the practice, please join me. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Roll onto your favorite side. Into the fetal position. Enjoy a breath or two here. And on your next inhale, gently pressing up to seated. Bringing the hands to heart center. Gently bowing the head in a gesture of gratitude for your practice today. Gently rub the hands together to your little feet. Place the palms over the eyes. Gently open the eyes. Release the hands out to either side of the body. Inhale, reaching the arms up, gaze up, hands meet. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center. Namaste.